Okay, now we are going to install the sample app for the user interface API. So, first step, you will need to install Git. I did already. Now to install it, click on the Git link over here, which will bring you on this page. Now click on the download and install the latest version of Git. Click that, and then you can download your Git software depending on what operating system you are on. Windows here, Mac OS or Linux or Unix, and then download that. You might also need to sign up for a Git account. Okay, I've done all that, so I am not going to repeat it. So it should be a straightforward installation. Alright, the next step is clone the record viewer Git repo. I'm going to pop this up. So this is the record viewer. This is the clone or download. We have the link here. So if you don't know how to clone, you can also click on here, cloning a repository in GitHub help. So you basically copy the whole URL here, and then you go git clone. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that right now. I'm gonna open my terminal. I'm on a Mac. So if you're on a Windows, you should do your own command prompt, and this is beyond the scope of Salesforce training, so Google it. You should be able to find answers. But if you're on a Mac, you're just following my steps here, okay? So I'm going to go to my documents folder. And I'm going to create dev intermediate trail. Okay, and then I'm going to go there. So I am here right now, my documents folder, dev intermediate trail. So now I'm going to clone the repository. So git clone, right? And I'm going to copy this address here. Copy, boom. So if I am on that terminal, I'm on that folder right now, I'm going to type git clone that. Okay, github.com/com recordviewer.git, enter, cloning. That's it, right? So I got the, if I go ls record viewer, so I got the whole thing here. So I just cloned all the source code onto my Mac. Now the next step, I'm gonna close this. Okay, my battery is low, I'll charge it, dude. Okay, now the next step is the Docker engine. You need to install this. So I haven't installed Docker. I don't remember installing Docker on my Mac over here. So let's go ahead and install Docker together. So Docker Hub, I'm going to choose my Mac Docker desktop for Mac. I'm going to get Docker. Oh, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, the download is completed. So I'm going to click on that and let's install this together. Alright, so I'm just going to drag this over to my applications folder because we're on a Mac here. Sure. Takes a few seconds to complete, and then we're going to launch Docker. That's done. Now if I go by name here, we should have Docker somewhere here. So Docker, where are you? Okay, I'm gonna launch that. Open. Okay. Nice. So Docker desktop is starting. So you will be seeing the same thing here. So I don't have a Docker ID yet. So I might want to create one. It's still saying Docker desktop is starting. So it's starting like a web server, I would say. Docker desktop is now up and running. Okay, so I'm just going to close this guy. I'm just going to try terminal here. Version. So we have Docker installed. Okay, so before we proceed further, let's get back to our Trailhead. So we have installed and launched Docker, and Docker is opening just fine. Now let's go to our Trailhead playground. All right. So to do that, I'm just going to go up here and pop up my Trailhead playground from hands-on orgs and choose my resourceful raccoon and follow the steps here. So I'm going to go to setup and then app manager. So my playground would be here. We are going to set up here. App manager. Over here. Okay, click on that. And then we are going to, did I click on it? We are going to add a connected app, new connected app over here. So new connected app, let's copy the name, record viewer. I'm going to put it here. This is my email. I'm going to leave everything else empty. What else do we need to put there? Select OAuth scopes and then access and manage your data. And I'm going to copy this. So select enable OAuth settings and enter these settings. Callback URL. And then your data, right? Manage your data API. So this particular one here, choose that. And then I think that's it. We're just going to save that. Allow from 2 to 10 minutes for your changes. Okay, that's fine. So let's see, did we set everything up right? So localhost OAuth redirect. So we need to make sure our Docker local web server is running. See here, we have to be able to access this locally on our computer. So that would be the next step. So to allow record viewer to make HTTP requests to Salesforce from a web browser, set up cross-origin resource sharing, CORS. So let's go ahead and do that. CORS, which is from setup. I'm going to click that and hit new. So origin URL pattern would be the local host because we are accessing this from local host. I'm going to add this here and hit save. Okay, so CORS has been added, so it's whitelisted. So the next step, we want to go to our record viewer directory, which in my case is already there. If I clear here, where are we? So we are on the record viewer path. Okay, you go there wherever you install on your computer, go to this path, and then you do docker dash compose build and docker compose upd, or I can just hit the copy here. Okay, so I'm going to launch this inside this record viewer folder and hit enter. Boom. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. So this should be happening on your computer as well. Then we should be able to browse on the localhost web server, and we should see the web page, that application record viewer. Okay, I'm not gonna cut the video so you can see what is going on. We got a security warning. I think that should be fine. Added 540 packages in 12.3 seconds. It's still running, so I'm just gonna keep the video recording. Still. If this pops up, if you are using Mac, hit OK, allow. Then we're done. Okay, you see we're done. Now we should be able to browse here. So if you click on this, you will see this warning that is okay, as they say. You will see this warning here because it's using a self-signed SSL or security certificate. So you will see this privacy error and hit advanced here and reload. I think so. I'm gonna try my Firefox. Advanced, accept the risk and continue. So if you are not allowed to accept the risk on Chrome, choose Firefox. There we have it. We have the record viewer loaded. So I was not able to load that on Chrome because there is no way to circumvent this block. Advance. Yeah. So yeah, if you have the same issue, use Firefox, okay? If you're stuck, always find a solution. Don't just give up and say to yourself, I'm stuck. Forget about it. That is so a big no. Okay? So you have to keep looking for a solution or a workaround when you hit a roadblock. So we had a roadblock. Open a Firefox here, which allows you, and here's the record viewer app. Okay? So let's go back to the trail. What's next? Okay, so we can see the record viewer app. Now we want to log in. Okay, so to log in, you will need the connected app client ID, consumer key, and then the login URL. So let's get the consumer key from our connected app here. So I'm gonna go to my app manager again. Get your consumer key. It's called R, right? Record viewer here, connected app. I'm gonna view consumer key here. So if I go back to my Firefox over here, consumer key, And the login URL would be just login.salesforce.com. So https login.salesforce.com. We can copy it from here and go back to our boom and hit login. Alright, so now it's asking us to log in. So I'm going to go back to my Chrome and my playground and get my username. Users, I forgot my username. Users, go to your username on your playground, and this is my username here, student at resourceful raccoon. And the password, you should already change it at the previous trail, right? You should know your password there. So I can put the password over here and probably remember me. There. Okay, let's save this, guys. Sending another verification email. So let's go back here. I'm going to copy my verification code, go back to my Firefox, put my code and verify. Okay, now we are actually going to allow. Boom. Awesomeness. Look at that. All right, so we are in, and let's see what's next on our trail. I'm going to go back here, so I'm going to close my email here, go back here. So we just did all that. Now use the record viewer app. Okay, I think the video is getting long now. I'm going to cut over here, and I will see you on the next section, part 2 of this video. Hit that subscribe button and explore new Trailhead grounds and learn to implement the most useful and popular apps on the Salesforce App Exchange. And do yourself a favor, like this video, and you'll be surprised on how much more you understand when watching this same video after liking it. Don't take my word. Watch this one more time after you like the video and see it for yourself. Bada bing, bada boom.